Yellowstone, the wildest ride in Western TV, is heading into its final season, and the cast is spilling all the feels. As one of the most watched shows on television, the Yellowstone crew is getting ready to say goodbye, and they're not holding back. The show has meant just as much to the cast as it has to the fans, so let's take a look at how the cast has said goodbye to Yellowstone. Or is it really goodbye? Jennifer Landon shares emotional post. As the show comes to a close, fans of the show have already started saying goodbye to the cast. Fans heard their stars post about the show as Season 5 premieres on November 10th. Jennifer Landon, who portrays the character of a ranch hand, Teeter, could not remain calm as she posted her goodbye message to her followers through her social media. She posted a blurry selfie capturing her final moments on set, accompanied by a caption that read, "Here's a blurry selfie of me leaving set on my last day of the last season of Yellowstone. Mound of paper towels for all the feelings. It was an incredible ride. #Yellowstone, #Yellowstone TV, #Teeter, #time to buy a horse for real." Landon's mention of it being her last day on the set of Yellowstone is interesting because does it mean Yellowstone is finally coming to an end? Or will she play a role in the upcoming sequels? Or do we as fans stop believing in a 6th season? However, it is perhaps the right time to jog our memories that a 6th season was never confirmed. It was also heard that Kelly Reilly and Cole Hauser would be the ones leading the show forward if there ever was a Season 6 in the works. Kelly Reilly's response to Landon. Speaking of Reilly, she was also quick to reply to Landon's social media post with equal emotion. This raised the eyebrows of fans and critics alike when she said, "I loved our scenes this year more than I can say. You are just the most amazing actor and human, Jen. Now get that horse and come find me. XX." Now we can take a look at this from two different angles. The way Reilly says it, it definitely feels like a final goodbye. While she doesn't say that Beth and Teeter won't return, the comment, "Now get that horse and come find me," does ring the bells of a nostalgic farewell. Both co-stars and actresses have consistently supported each other on social media for some time now. So while the emotional tone definitely hints at the end of the show, they're still pretty good friends, all things considered. To all the fans listening, please take these interactions with a pinch of salt. Costner's goodbye to Yellowstone. As for the main lead of the show, Cosner had already said his goodbyes before Season 5 wrapped filming. Were things that bad with Sheridan? Costner had a dispute with the producers, after which he finalized the news in a post on his social media this summer. He let his loving fans know that he won't be returning for the second half of Season 5. This news really did polarize opinions between fans of the show, but they had to accept it. Things weren't any easier as Costner's Western flick Horizon's first part received underwhelming reviews. After his own project seemingly tanked, it didn't make sense for Costner to return to Yellowstone. A little ego might have kicked in too at that point. News said that Kevin Costner's exit from Yellowstone was driven by conflicts with the team, probably because of his ego. However, Costner has firmly denied these claims, expressing his love for the show, its cast, and the entire production. He has consistently shown appreciation for the world of Yellowstone and all involved in it. Well, Costner had to show some way that he's committed to the project, right? Costner has played the central character John Dutton for 5 seasons on Taylor Sheridan's Yellowstone, but as soon as his personal project of Horizon came into the picture, his Yellowstone focus somewhat shifted. Although the future direction of Yellowstone remains unclear, Costner's exit does come with uncertainty on John Dutton's arc. Reflecting on the early days of Yellowstone, Costner remembers initially pitching the idea of the show as a one-off film to Sheridan. Given his extensive background in cinema, Costner envisioned the project more as a feature film rather than a TV series. However, after discussions, it was decided that a television format would be the best approach to tell the story of Yellowstone. Costner and Sheridan have been the driving forces behind the series from day one. Their dedication and vision are largely responsible for the show's widespread success. Even though occasional disagreements did take place, the two always figured out a way to make things work. They always proceeded to move forward and leave behind any bad blood they might be having at the moment. Cosner has also told how his involvement in Yellowstone turned out to be much more than he had hoped. His original plan was to stay for 3 seasons, but due to his love for the show, he couldn't help but extend his stay. Supporting cast on Yellowstone ending. In the last few months, several members of the Yellowstone cast have taken to social media platforms to share their farewells. These posts have stirred up a large chunk of excitement among their fans. Therefore, more or less, it's pretty clear that the show is coming to a close. Kelsey Asby, Monica Dutton. Monica Dutton, played by Kelsey Asby, wrote her fans a particularly touching and mysterious note. She took to social media and uploaded a picture on August 16th that seemed to show her leaving the well-known Dutton Ranch scene by car. "To all our Y family past and present, I love you forever," she captioned the photo. Despite her short stay on the show, her remarks seem to be an emotional farewell to the entire Yellowstone family, which has expanded over the years. Asby pays tribute to her fellow cast members and the team she has collaborated with throughout the series, and her post seems to be a personal reflection on the trip she has had while playing Monica. Breckin Merrill, Tate Dutton. The Yellowstone official account on Twitter also shared the news about the final appearance of Breckin Merrill, who has been playing Tate Dutton since the series premiered. Merrill too confirmed this on August 9th with his own farewell message. "We had a good long run of it. That's a series wrap for Tate on Yellowstone. Love you guys." Merrill, being one of the youngsters in the cast, has grown alongside the show, and his exit is a phase that has come full circle. Wendy Mones, Governor Linnell Perry. Wendy Mones, who has portrayed Governor Linnell Perry since 2017, also used social media to reflect on her final days working on the series. In August, she announced, "Series wrap for me on Yellowstone, and been having all the feels, sentimental, proud, grateful, to name a few." Mones' post wasn't short on humility. It was a message that marked her end on the show, and she also highlighted the gratitude she has for being part of the Yellowstone family. As she felt pride, she recounted how she felt during the years in which she starred in the show, saying it was a beautiful experience. Ian Bowen, Ryan. Ian Bowen, who portrayed Ryan, left a clue about his departure from the series through a photo posted from Amarillo with the hashtag 829. Although he did not come right out and say goodbye to the show, the inference was loud and clear that his time on the show was done. Yellowstone has not revealed Ryan's fate, but Bowen has been a part of the show's story, and although his role may not have been as flashy as some of the others, fans were left to speculate about his role as well. The future of the Yellowstone universe. It seems that the Yellowstone universe will continue even when the main show ends, but there just might be a new sheriff in town. A spin-off titled The Madison is in the works, which will star none other than Michelle Pfeiffer. The Oscar-nominated actress is currently 66 years old and will play a big part in the expansion of the franchise. With the first title, 2024, which was later changed to The Madison, fans began to speculate what the show would be about. It is said to be a touching portrait of mourning and people's bond. A family from New York attempts to settle in the Madison River Valley of central Montana at the center of the film. The premise of The Madison, in contrast to the previous spin-offs, will be the present. The showrunner of Yellowstone, Taylor Sheridan, will oversee this new series. No one can accomplish that better than Sheridan to ensure that it feels like it's set in the Yellowstone world. There have been previous spin-offs from the Yellowstone franchise, and this new series is the most recent. These include 1883, which delves into the Dutton family's history, and 1923, which portrays the Dutton family in the early 1900s. The final season promises to be a powerful farewell to a show that has left a lasting impact on its cast, crew, and audience alike.